You's a vegan, but you going ham. Yeah.
Hey, what's up YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to Pretty Brown Vegan. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today's video, I will show you how I make my chicken and broccoli Alfredo. It is completely vegan and super delicious. So if you're interested in seeing how I made this, stay tuned. So we do need to prepare our pasta first. So just go ahead and get some water boiling and generously salt that water, and then prepare your pasta according to package instructions. I am using a penne pasta. And once your pasta is almost done and you have about 2 minutes remaining, go ahead and toss in some broccoli florets. I do use raw broccoli. And then go ahead and drain that and set that to the side, and we're going to start working on the rest of our ingredients. Going to go ahead and melt some butter down in a skillet or a large pot. And if you're familiar with my channel, you do know that I love the Country Crock plant butter. And then into that butter, you will be adding some chopped garlic. I used about 2 to 3 cloves. Once that garlic does become fragrant, I go ahead and add in my plant-based chicken. For today's video, I'll be using the Gardein meatless chicken strips, and I do use a bag and a half of these. And so we are just going to go ahead and saute these up until they're cooked fully through. I do like them to be brown. You'll see here as they cook through here, they get browner and browner. I just think it gives it more of a chicken-like texture once everything is finished, if you cook it a little bit longer and let all of the sides get brown. So just go ahead and brown the chicken. And once it is fully cooked through, we will be removing it from heat with tongs. You can feel free to leave some bits and pieces behind and some of that garlic in the pot. And into those bits and pieces and remaining garlic, we will be adding in some coconut milk. You will use a full can of coconut milk, but to start, we're going to go ahead with the thickest part off the top. So when you open up the can, scrape off that thickest part, and we're going to be adding that into the pan here. And just go ahead and heat that up until steam comes off, and then we'll add in our cheese. And for the cheese today, I am using these Field Roast Chow Shreds. I really love these. They're great to melt down for dishes like this. We're just going to go ahead and stir that constantly until it melts down a bit. Once that starts melting down really good and you can't see too many full pieces, you will come in with a whisk and get it to continue melting down and break up all of those little bits that are still straggling there. So just go ahead and whisk it over the heat, over medium heat, until everything is creamy and fully incorporated. Once everything is creamy and it's thickened up, go ahead and add in that remaining amount of the coconut milk you have left in the can, the thinner part there at the bottom, and go ahead and continue to stir that until it incorporates and thins the sauce out a little bit. It'll still be thick and a very luscious cheese sauce, but that remaining coconut milk there just kind of thins it out a little bit so it's not too thick and sticking to the pan. And then once that is nice and creamy, we're gonna go ahead and season that cheese sauce up. Once you get all your seasonings and everything's well incorporated, we're gonna go ahead and add back in that pasta and that broccoli that we cooked at the start of the video. We're just gonna go ahead and toss that up, and then we're also gonna add back in our chicken strips as well. Once you have all that stirred really well and everything is well combined, I do go ahead and put a lid on it and turn this down to a low heat and just leave it on the stove, let it hang out for about 10 minutes or so that everything reheats up, because when you did add that chicken back in there, that broccoli and that pasta, those had cooled off a bit. So you just want to bring everything back up to the same temperature, and once everything's reheated, it is ready to serve and ready to go. And this is it, guys. So delicious. The sauce, again, is luscious. It's cheesy and creamy. That pasta and the broccoli is cooked to perfection. It still has a little bit of crispness on that broccoli. I really love this, guys. If you enjoy this content, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button.